The heart of Hong Kong's financial district resembles a war zone. Young protesters pelt riot police with objects. Police respond by firing tear gas and rubber bullets into the crowd. This is the latest escalation of violence during demonstrations against a now suspended extradition bill and a broader call to retain freedoms that make Hong Kong distinct from mainland China. Clashes came as protesters defied orders to disperse after the third major extradition bill march, which organizers say brought out 430,000 people. But many marched past the designated endpoint and headed toward government offices, police headquarters, and Beijing's liaison office. Among their key demands, a complete withdrawal of the extradition bill and an investigation into what they call police brutality during clashes at earlier protests. At the liaison office, hundreds vented their frustration at China's central government. Protesters accuse Beijing of slowly eroding the high degree of autonomy that Hong Kong was promised for 50 years after its 1997 handover to China from Britain. Riot police later moved in to clear them. Chinese state media strongly condemned the actions of some radical protesters, saying,
"Those behaviors not only violated the Hong Kong Basic Law and local laws, but also seriously challenged the bottom line of the one country, two systems principle and the authority of the central government."
Many protesters went on to join a group occupying a major road in the central business district. A standoff with police ensued before tensions boiled over. Later in the evening, violence also broke out in the western New Territories when a mob dressed in white stormed a railway station, targeting protesters on their way home. They chased anyone dressed in black, hurling objects at them and beating them with steel bars. At least 45 people were injured in two separate attacks inside the station. Journalists and people who were not protesters were among those caught up in the violence. Although police briefly questioned several of the men in white, no arrests were made. Hong Kongers have been taking to the streets for nearly 2 months, and protest organizers say their actions will continue until the government meets their demands. With neither side willing to budge, it appears that the relationship between protesters and police and the government is deteriorating day by day.
Hong Kong警察!